Hello, thank you. My name is Ilya Budimir. I'm a senior consultant here at FMT. Today we'll be talking about SuiteCommerce and what it can do for your business. So let's take a look at first the agenda. I'll give you a little overview of SuiteCommerce. Then we will proceed discussing the features, and then I will give you a demo of different functionality. And within that demo, we will first review, do a little overview of the web store. Then we will go through the setup and preferences. We will look at the items and the content management. Then we will look into how to publish those items and products to a web store. Then we will go through actual order processing. So we will make an order online and we'll process it through our application NetSuite. Okay, so let's dive into it. So we talked about NetSuite as a unified business solution where different components blend into one single application. NetSuite SuiteCommerce is one of them. What's really important to note here is that the SuiteCommerce and other components as well within NetSuite provide a visibility. Since it's one application, different departments can see same transactions, same items, same products, and same customers. So there's no duplication and there's no expensive setup of any type of integrations. Okay. So what is SuiteCommerce? Well, SuiteCommerce is a general feature area containing all e-commerce functionality within the NetSuite system. Okay, so SuiteCommerce includes Site Builder, SuiteCommerce Advanced, and reference implementations. Today, mostly we'll be talking about the Site Builder. So even the demo will actually include the Site Builder Advanced version. Okay, so I will explain to you the difference between the basic and advanced version. Okay, so the basic version is essentially a set of predefined templates in NetSuite that allows you to publish, to change the look of the website and web store and publish it without any knowledge of HTML. Advanced version of Site Builder gives you more customization capability where you can actually edit the themes, edit templates, add tags, add advanced scripting, etc. Okay. SuiteCommerce Advanced adds additional capability to Site Builder. So it provides advanced customizations. Okay. And it leverages Ajax, jQuery, and JSON in addition to SSP, which is essentially an acronym for SuiteScript Server Pages. Okay, so with the advanced SuiteCommerce Advanced, you can. So let's examine the differences between the SuiteCommerce Advanced and Site Builder. With Site Builder, the pages are actually generated server side. Website tags can be used to pull site theme and their attributes or item attributes, price, name, product description, etc. With SuiteCommerce Advanced, which uses service-based architecture, you can actually create these service queries and output JSON to your application. And web developers can manipulate the JSON object to display the information on a web page. So that's the basic difference between SuiteCommerce and SuiteCommerce Advanced. SuiteCommerce Advanced provides very sophisticated capabilities such as faceted searches, or zooming into searching by faceted searches, or zooming into components and seeing different parts of an image and then displaying it on another screen. So it gives you this advanced merchandising capabilities that are not capable with older systems. So the reference implementation are essentially standalone SSP applications that you can deploy to Site Builder. And these actually these are written in SuiteScript server page proprietary syntax. Okay, so essentially these are HTML pages that contain HTML, JavaScript, and again NetSuite proprietary syntax, and they provide a layer on top of the SuiteCommerce engine that give you that nice visual modern look. Okay, reference type of applications can be deployed within Site Builder, and they're easy to set up, and you can customize them. There's no limits actually to what you can customize within reference implementations. They're very flexible. Okay. Now the question is why would you want to use SuiteCommerce? Well, it's again to repeat, it's a unified business system. Okay, it's a complete solution. So SuiteCommerce unifies POS system and e-commerce with your core operational business systems such as inventory and order management. Then it unifies CRM, merchandising, and marketing, and it makes it all one system. Okay. It's also important to mention that the SuiteCommerce is a responsive web design tool, and it can run on any mobile device, and it's a responsive design, so it can adapt to any mobile or tablet device. Okay. Also, service through the usage of SuiteCommerce, service can be provided to all the customers, not just B2C, but also B2B. Okay, so both B2C and B2B selling models are all running on one single platform, and they're using one database, one solution, and there's no need to maintain two separate systems. Okay, in addition, you can set up multiple web stores within the same NetSuite instance. So this gives you an ability to rapidly launch new sites on a single platform. And this capitalizes on new business opportunities. So you can, within days launch another site and use the same core products, items that will be rebranded for your need. Okay. So in addition, SuiteCommerce is run globally. Okay, we have a multi-language, multi-currency, multi-tax support, all integrated within SuiteCommerce. Okay, so this allows you global expansion of your e-commerce and company business activities. Okay, so let's jump into features quickly. Let's take a look at what's provided. So I mentioned faceted searches and site navigation and search. This is part of SuiteCommerce Advanced. So if you see the picture on the right side, it gives you the ability to filter and see, without refreshing a screen, different product features, look up different products within the database instantaneously. Okay. Also, the visual merchandising gives you the ability to use dynamic zoom feature, okay, to see multiple images for products, allows you to do product comparisons, and in addition, you also have reviews and ratings as part of that feature. Okay. Now, promotions and pricing within SuiteCommerce, you can use coupons. Okay, and you can offer discounts for any of your orders. So as the client, as the customer types in the code just before the checkout, he will get a discount. He or she will get a discount on their order. Okay, now pricing is also integrated within the customer record in NetSuite, so you can set individual price levels, and you can actually set defaults in Webstore preferences as well. So there's a lot of functionality there. Checkout, this is a very good feature. It allows you, NetSuite allows you a one-page checkout. You can on one screen without refreshing a page and going through 5 different URLs. You can actually go through the order quickly and check out in one or 2 steps on one single page. Okay, so this is a flexible and fast checkout process. NetSuite also allows you a guest account checkout. Okay, tablet and mobile support. These sites are tablet and mobile optimized, so you can access them through any device, such as iPhone or iPad. Now, B2B commerce feature gives you the ability, gives the business ability to deal with trade and do business with companies as well as individuals. So company profiles can be set up automatically. Volume-based pricing can be set up for companies. Regular customer payment terms can apply to web customer. Invoices can be generated and become visible in the My Account area of your web portal. Okay. In addition, marketplaces. So the integration with Amazon and eBay is available within SuiteCommerce. For the SEO, meta tags are available right on the item, so they are fully integrated with the SuiteCommerce website. Google Analytics details can be set up in a preference page, and you can customize the titles of the page, and you can add alt tags as well. So customer service is also a big part of SuiteCommerce functionality. You can submit cases directly from SuiteCommerce website. You can create a knowledge base within NetSuite that you can publish to your website. Issue management can be performed through the website as well, and you have full order modification capabilities either through the customer center of NetSuite or through the website. Okay, and I will show you that later when we access the My Account area. Okay, so order management. It's a very flexible and customizable workflow for order management within SuiteCommerce, and you can access orders through the website. You can access orders through NetSuite, and any change on your order affects all of the modules. The change happens instantaneously. Okay. So in regards to inventory management, visibility of there's a visibility for inventory for all warehouse locations, and I will show you that example later. There's also full integration of inventory availability with any commerce site to prevent customer disappointments. Okay. In terms of shipping integration, NetSuite integrates with FedEx, UPS, and United States Postal Services. Payments and fraud prevention is also available, and the payments processor that are well known is CyberSource and Merchant eSolutions. In addition, safety and fraud prevention mechanisms are present that include the CVV checks. The customer and profile account management is the area where a customer can manage their address, their credit card information, and they can actually enter that area directly from your website. In addition, we have business intelligence, which is analytics and reporting. You can track almost anything related to the order, to the customer that came in, marketing information, when the order was processed, fulfillment, and customer service related information. Site management, there's extensive preferences panel defining all the shopping and website rules. Managing multiple websites from one instance is also available, and it can be configured in one preference area. Okay, so enough talking about features. Let's start actually executing and showing you what SuiteCommerce can do. Okay, so first, as I mentioned, we'll look at the web store in general. We will try to go through domain setup and preferences. We'll look at the items and the content management. Then we'll publish those items to SuiteCommerce website. We will then create orders and process them. So let's start. I'm gonna get my there you go. All right, so this is our demo website, Link. As you can see, this is a typical site builder website. As you can see on the left side, we have different categories. We call these tabs in NetSuite. In the top right, we have a checkout button. We can see what items are in the cart. We can actually view a cart here as well. Okay. We also have a wish list, but we need to log in to see the wish list. And this is one of the multiple skins that we have out of the box in NetSuite. We can change those very quickly with one click of a mouse, and I'll show you that in a second. So let's click on the category here. We'll be looking at the cameras today, and more specifically at this particular item, Canon PowerShot. Okay, this will be our example. So you can see if I click on the item and drill down, I can see all the information regarding this item. So let's see how. Well, in a second, actually, we'll see how to set up these items, but let's first take a look at the setup of the website. Okay, let's first look at the site builder, domains. First and foremost, we kind of need to set up domains. So if you have an existing domain, you will go into this screen, you would set up your domain, similar to what I've set up here. Okay. And then as you set up a domain, you will go into setup website. You would open up your website, preferences, and essentially this is your control area for the website or for the web store that you're deploying. Okay, it's divided into different tabs. Depends how you like to view them. In NetSuite, we kind of like to put them in these tabs. We can expand them and show them like this, whatever is easier for you. When you're searching for options, it's maybe easier to just expand, Control F, and then look for the specific setting. The setup generally relates to URL. Okay. Normally, when you set up your domain, you will not need to set up NetSuite type of address with a subfolder, subdomain. You can set up, once you log into the page, you can set up how you want NetSuite to process your home page. So you can set what your home page will be in this section. You can set up all the order or checkout preferences in here as well, using the different templates. Now, the appearance is actually the most important part of the visual side of the website. So as you can see, in the website templates section, we set up a theme that guides what your website will look like. A theme is a collection of different blocks for building, building blocks for building NetSuite websites. Okay, themes will contain layouts, layouts will contain templates, and templates will contain tags. Okay, and I'll actually explain those in detail later. But for now, let me just show you if we change this theme to something else. Okay, let's say basic clean lines. This is one of the default themes that we have in NetSuite. If we click save, and if I refresh my website, you notice that our look has completely changed. Our website is not as attractive as it used to be. Okay, so what we'll do is we'll go back and we'll just reset that. So let's continue. The shopping tab controls the shopping settings within your web store. Okay, for example, without checking this checkbox, you won't be able to run validation of credit cards. Okay, and require authorization from the credit card processor. Okay, so here we have shopping basics section, we have checking preferences, checkout preferences section that we will revisit shortly. We also have registration page options, we have a shipping page options. We can actually default the shipping method when we're checking out. We have a payments page settings that we can set up. In the analytics section, you will set up all the Google Analytics details that will be added to every single page that you set up in a web store. So the email section is essentially all the automatic emails that are sent from NetSuite website. Their look is actually determined here, and their content as well. Okay. So this is one area where you can set those defaults. Okay. NetSuite also has upsell manager that can be integrated within Webstore. Okay, and here you will set all the necessary settings in relation to item upsell and related items. Okay, and what items you want to consider. Okay. So that's all I really wanted to show you. Here you will actually set the domains for the website. Okay, and these will be used when so NetSuite will be able to redirect the web store to that domain address. So I'm going to save this. And now let's jump into the items and the item setup. So essentially, if we're going to list accounting items, so let me just select a different view so that you can see. So these are all our items in NetSuite. Okay, I selected a view. I created actually a view that shows only the items that are featured on my web store. And these are essentially listed. These are all your items in the web store and their prices, etc. And you can change and customize these views any way you want. You can even add highlighting. In one of our future sessions, we will probably show you how to customize saved searches and add the highlighting feature to your reports. Here's the item that actually I'm interested in, and I will click on it. This is actually the item that I viewed right here. And let's take a look. First, let's take a look at the different tabs that are available on the item record. The one that I'm really interested at this moment is the store, because the store really, this is the area where you would input all the information you want to feature in a web store. Okay, so you would add, your store description, your detail description, all the images that you want to show on your website, on your web page. Okay, and there's certain other options that we can, quickly go through. Maybe out of stock behavior, you can actually default certain behavior for when the item is out of stock. This information can also be set directly in the web store preferences, but you can actually do it and set an exception for that specific item. Okay, if required. So there's a lot of flexibility, and you can ensure that this item is displaying in a website by checking this button here, displaying website. Okay. Now this is the store tab. The related items tab actually shows you what other items you want to show under the item. Okay, so as I said, the upsell feature will show the correlated items, but you also have the related items tab that you can show. So here we added 2 items. So in this example, Canon Digital Rebel 8.5 megapixel camera and a HV20 camcorder. If I go look at my page, if I refresh it, I can see these related items right here, and they show as images. Okay. So you have a complete control from within the item record in NetSuite. Okay. In addition, you can actually set different prices that you can link up to from the website. Okay. Normally, online price is used as default for all your images, and the price levels can also be set on a customer record. What the customer sees will be determined by the price level and which price level was assigned on the customer record. Okay. So in addition, I just want to show you the inventory here. We see that we have 0 quantity for this item, and this is why this item is showing as out of stock. Okay. Notice that this behavior can, as I showed you before, can be actually controlled through the item, but you can also, if you're going to set up Site Builder, you can determine what behavior you would like to set up as default on your website for any out-of-stock items. So we have 4 different options here. Okay, we can disallow any back orders, but display out-of-stock message, or we can allow back orders, but display out-of-stock message. Okay, so essentially a customer with this option selected, the customer can order, but that order will go into back orders. Okay, or we can just simply, if the item is out of stock, we can remove it from the web store. Or we can also do the 4th option, or select the 4th option, which will allow back orders with no out-of-stock messages. Okay, so this is that flexibility that you have that I mentioned. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to process one of my POs to make sure that we stock enough items so that I can make an order here. Okay, so let's go into transactions. I already prepared a purchase order for that specific item. So, all right, so we will purchase our Canon from Amazon. And we will receive the goods. As soon as we receive the goods, the inventory on the item will update. It's still spinning, so let's take a look. So we're going to receive this item into our location, Boston. Doesn't matter. I'll just click Save. I'll keep the same quantity as ordered. Okay. Then I will actually go into the item and just verify the inventory. So if I click on the Inventory tab, now we can see that we have a stock of 100. If I refresh my web page, we see that the out of stock message is no longer there. So the item is available and I can definitely order it. Okay. So so let's see how we can actually publish. What was the process for actually publishing this item to our website? Okay. So any content management on the website is run through lists, website, and content manager section. Okay, so content manager is essentially a tool that allows us to set up different categories and set up items under those categories. So if on the left pane here, we have different tabs that are present on our website. Okay, so if we take a look at these, and we'll look at our website, we'll see that all of them are here. Okay, so our technology tab is right here, and on the within the content management, if we click on the technology, we can see all the subcategories. Okay, so if I click on this tab, I will see all the items and all the categories that are under my category, or all the subcategories that are under my category. So we can see that in technology we have different subcategories: cameras, camcorders, and we can edit these and add different other categories as well. By the way, all these can be imported through CSV imports, so you don't have to manually set them up. Okay. Notice, in addition to that, notice that there is ability to actually set up different layouts and templates within the category. Okay, so as I mentioned before, a theme controls what the website will look like, but you can create exceptions by actually selecting different layouts on individual categories. Okay, and you can add additional information: photos, pictures, meta information on each category. Okay. And notice you have different audiences who can see the category, and you have something called a tag substitution area. And I'll talk about tags shortly. Okay. So let's go into our cameras subcategory. Let's click on our Canon PowerShot. This is the item that we looked at and for which we made a purchase order. So what you see right here is exactly what's showing under the item record as well. Okay, so if I click on the store tab, I will see everything that I saw on the item record as well. It's just the view is a little bit different. Okay, if I click on my cameras, if I go back and click on my cameras category, I will see all the items that I want to add to that category to display in my category or item list view when I click on cameras. Okay, so when I click on cameras, I want all my items to display. Okay, so in order to do that, I need to add them to my content manager. And so what I'll do, I'll refresh this. I'll show you. So I'm going to save this. I just removed an item. I'm going to add it back so you can see. Okay, so okay, so let's add an additional item to my category. So let's go back. So we'll simply type in Polaroid. So 5.5 megapixel camera is added. My online price is there. My base price is there. Without online price or base price, your item will not show on within the web store. And you can tell if your item is actually going to show within the category if you save the category after you added that item, and then go back and make sure that that item is right there in a sublist view. Okay. Then if I go back and refresh my screen, you see that item is no longer there. If I refresh my screen, I will see that item. Okay. Now, I told you that we can actually change the view, make exceptions or change the view for a specific category. So I'm just going to show you quickly how to do that. So if I go here into cameras and select item list layout, which would be something else. Okay, so let's select clean line basic. And I refresh the screen. So I can override what's defaulted in our preferences. Notice our look is very different, not as pretty. So again, you have that flexibility on every category and tab. Okay, so we'll go back. I'll redo what I did. I'll put it to default. So now this is being fed directly from the theme that we set up in website preferences. So I'm going to click on save. Now, as I mentioned different blocks within NetSuite, building blocks, and these can be located right here, actually, under Setup, Site Builder, Themes, Layouts, Templates, and Tags. Okay, so let's start with from the top all the way to the bottom. So themes are essentially the control units, or the, how do you say, the containers for all of your visuals within the website, okay, and preferences. So if I click on our default theme here that we're using and open it, we'll see that that theme contains a lot of code that manages, you know, different sections of our website, but it also uses different layouts, okay, and templates. So as you can see, we have layouts and we have templates as well in this section here, okay, that we have to create, okay, and then we we would select these on a theme, and theme would source these templates from the list of records we have in NetSuite. Okay. Now let's take a look at quickly at all the templates. So the templates are essentially just a regular HTML pages or templates that many of the web designers are used to. But let's take a look at one example. So it's a mixture of Webstore syntax and HTML to build web pages. Okay, so items are being sourced into these, and these templates are added to something called layouts. Okay, and the layouts really define how the items will be displayed on a page. So let's take a look at this example here. So we have two types of different templates that are selected on the layout, and that determines the look of the items when we browse through them. Okay. All right. So that was a very quick overview of the back end of the web store. Let's now actually go through the ordering process. We have a few minutes available, so let's actually click on homepage and start ordering. Okay, so as I mentioned before, we can actually log in. We can actually check out without as guests without actual login. So what I'll do is I'll navigate to my item, cameras. Okay, I'll select the item. I'll put 10 units. I'll add to cart. Okay, and now I can proceed to checkout. So as you can see, as a new customer, we can check out as guests. Okay, but since I'm already registered as John Fraser, I will log in as him just to show you the look. So once you log in, you're automatically redirected to my account area, or normally. But this time I didn't get redirected. Let me just click here just to show you the my account area. I guess when you're actually checking out, it remembers your last step, so it does not redirect you to my account area. When you have the order pending, then it goes into your order. Okay, but this is the my account area that I will talk about shortly. Okay, so yeah, let's go back and let's continue. So here you would enter your shipping address. Normally I pre-populated this information so that the information will be there if you're an existing user. So you will click on continue. I mentioned one-page checkout in NetSuite, so here's the actual example of it. You have different delivery options that you can select, shipping methods. I will click continue. Then you see I move to payment section. Everything is occurring on one page. I have my credit card that I can process this payment with, but I have.
Yep.
Yeah, go ahead, Paul.
Ilya, sorry.
Yeah, I have Paul here with me helping me out with the demonstration. How are you doing, Paul?
Good. I just noticed somebody posted a quick question here that probably fits right into this section. Can we set up an invoicing payment term or something that's around a net 30 type situation to be able to invoice this purchase?
Yes, definitely. Definitely that's doable. Let me just show you how that can be done. So let's go into our setup.
Muted. Unmuted.
So sorry about that. Let's go back into our setup and click on the shopping section. And here we can actually select sales order type per customer basis. So what's going to happen, NetSuite is going to look at your terms as a customer, and based on the terms, it will allow you to do invoicing or to process for the customer to pay based on the terms. Okay, so I will click Save here. I will then refresh this page. And on my customer record, I have actually, so let me look up John Fraser. On my customer page, I have set the term to net 30, as you can see right here in the financial section. So now I have this option here back on the website, and I can actually pay by invoice. Okay, so terms are displayed, available balance is displayed. Again, this is completely customizable. We can add additional information here. The presentation can change. The reference checkout is completely customizable. Okay, so I will click on continue. And I will place my order. Okay, so the reference number will be created for my order. I can continue shopping, or I can simply go to my account area to follow the status of my order. And here I can see the history, I can see the status of my specific order. Okay, if I go into NetSuite, I can actually track this order. So in NetSuite, normally this will just appear at the top. So if I go into, I will see that order. Okay, it came from John Fraser. It's the last order here. I will open it. When I'm ready to fulfill it, I'll fulfill it, and then I'll invoice the customer. Okay, so the goods have arrived from Amazon or whatnot. I fulfilled them. So I go into item fulfillment. I'll fulfill them from my Boston area because I know that I have some quantities there. And I will save. So now I can create a bill for my customer or the invoice. The invoice is created. The terms are set up. I save. Okay, and let's go back into John Fraser's account on the website, and let's refresh the screen. And the status of the order has changed. The order has been billed. I can actually go to the billing section. I can go into invoices. Okay, I can print the invoice. I can actually pay the invoice with a credit card. There's many different options that are available right there from the My Account area. Okay, in addition, we have other sections. So we can change our profile information, our address book, our credit cards. So I can add another credit card. I can update my passwords. I can add different address books. Okay, and I can change my email preferences. That's all I really wanted to show you today. We'll have another session soon. I believe the dates, so let me put back the agenda. So the dates for the next sessions are June 10th, okay, 11 Pacific, and we'll be discussing the second part of this webinar. We'll dive into customizations, and we'll talk about a reference checkout a little bit more. Paul, do we have any questions, maybe from the viewers?
So 2 questions posted so far. What level of experience for the user is required to set up and customize the web store?
Actually, the setup and customization is really is fairly easy. There is a little bit of a learning curve, but depending on what you want to do and what level of customizations you want to accomplish, it should take from 2 weeks to 2 months to set up a web store for a fairly experienced or someone with low to medium knowledge of web design. Okay, if you opt in for a site builder basic, then it's much more simpler because there's less options, and there's no HTML required really for that setup, or HTML knowledge required for that setup. There's another question, Paul.
One more in the queue. So what happens to my setup or templates when NetSuite performs their upgrade?
Nothing. These are kept in specific containers, so the upgrades do not modify that content. So there's you should not ever worry that the upgrades will modify or change your content on your web stores and within NetSuite. Yeah.
Well, I think that's all the questions we have in the queue for today. I don't see any others coming in at this point, so I think we're good to wrap it up, Ilya. Okay, great. Well, thank you very much for your patience today and for coming to explore SuiteCommerce. This is our contact information. Kevin Dupree is our Senior Director of Business Development. This is his email address and phone number. Feel free to contact me as well at my email address or my phone number. And please feel free to come on June 10th. We'll continue webinars with Paul Clayton for procurement. Thank you very much. Bye.